Um, so I was, I'm not. When I open your file, everything's really dark, and I tried to render a frame, and that was really dark too. So, I mean, I guess if things aren't showing up in the render view the way you want, then um, just look at it as textured view. Don't look at the lit view. Um, and see what I just did a test resolution size, so it renders faster. Trying to see what's happening with these mesh lights. I think that if they're not lighting as much of an area as you want, maybe adjust the decay on those. Um, but for some reason, everything, at least in the first test render I did, everything came out really dark. The other thing is, unfortunately, as much as I conceptually like mesh lights, I have had some issues with them uh, just causing like weird artifacts in the render, like weird noise that the only way I was able to get rid of is to replace the mesh lights. So if you are running into some weird kind of artifacts, um, I think you definitely don't want your rocks to be that shiny. Um, yeah, I mean, again, these are by far the brightest things on the frame. Those those mesh lights. Um, so the intensity on this is pretty darn high. Um, just wondering if I do that. Let's turn off cast shadows so it lights the area around it. And I'm just going to render that one little area here. That doesn't look that much different. I thought if I turned off, let's go back to a really high number and see how much that lights the area around it. That didn't make any difference at all. I thought, yeah, because I thought that these edges would be blocking the light coming out, and that by turning off shadows, the light would light that area. But I guess it's maybe more about the angle of the light is not. And that's why maybe, don't make this a mesh light and um, just fake it with like a point light. Like let's say, I'm just turning that off. Let me go a little higher. And see what that looks like. Yeah, maybe that's more. I mean, then you're getting that kind of glow around it, that I think looks a little nicer. And then maybe this is more about making this not a mesh light and just a object with a material that has some incandescence, and then just have a little point light to put that kind of gentle glow around it. And then I think that'll look nicer and give you a little more control. Um, so yeah, maybe go for that instead. Yeah, definitely get the shininess of the rocks, all those polished